Okay, this is a test of the data interlink between two devices using the IFly software. On the left I have an iPad Air2 running iOS 8. On the right I have my IFly 720 running version 9.2. The Wi-Fi network these two units are sharing is coming from the HotSpot on my Galaxy Note 4, and you can see that both devices are connected. Now, to establish a common ground, I'm going to go to the flight plan button on the iFly, on the iPad. Notice that no flight plan is loaded, and notice that there is no default aircraft profile. However, when I go over to the iFly 720 and click on flight plan, you'll notice that there is a default aircraft. It is my Peyton pole. However, the flight plan I want to share is based on a Mooney 201C. Okay, click done on this. Go back to the navigation screen. Over here, I'm going to load a float plan. This is my test plan for testing. Click, load, and then I go to more options and I select share with other local devices, share plan, and then over here on the 720 the dialog pops up, accept plan. Okay, click done to go to the navigation screen. Over here, click done to go back to the navigation screen. So here's my short little flight plan around Johnson City, Tennessee. The same flight plan is also on the 720, which is my slave unit. Now here's where the interesting part comes in. Over here on the iPad, I'm going to change through rubber banding, and I'm going to drag it down to Hensley Field. I'm going to choose that airport. Okay, and then I go back over to the 720. And you can see that that's been added to my flight plan. So that is the interface working unidirectional between the iPad as the master and the 720 as the slave. Now, if this interface is to be bidirectional, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to rubber band on the 720 and drag it down to Greensville Airport. I'm going to accept that and then come back over to the iPad, which is the master. You'll notice that that change did not reflect. Now sometimes I found it that you need to go into flight plan itself to just kind of reset the interface. Just click on flight plan and go back to done. Okay, it didn't update, but what it did do back on the slave unit is it reestablished the original flight plan that I had on the master, erasing the change where I added to Greenville. So once more I'm going to try that. Okay, and drag it over here. Okay, again, no changes. We go to flight plan on the 720 and go to more options. You'll see it says stop accepting shared changes. Well, we want that to continue, so no change. And we go to flight plan, more options on the iPad, and it says stop sharing with local devices, which we don't want to do. So at this point in the game, I am unable to get a bidirectional relationship between the two devices where I can make changes on the slave and have them reflect on the master.